Come on, phone. Hope it's not going to work. There. Almost like we planned it. How we doing, guys? I want to wish you all a happy new year. And a little channel, well, not really update, but I had a comment the other day on one of the last videos that kind of hit home. Wasn't really that big of a deal, but fella said you might actually be back. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. We've been past 3-4 days. Ice storm kind of rolled through. Wasn't horrible. It wasn't anywhere near as bad as back in '98. Lost quite a few trees around me, but with work, I've been going at it pretty steady. So, wanted to just give you that heads up. I'm gonna try to get some truck content. It's just so boring. We have not had snow this year at all. The first big wallop we had, that was about a foot. And then it's 6 inches here, 4 inches here, and today we might have got good 4 inches here. But at work, I'm in a new shop this year, and it's a lot less snow. I like it because I've been home. This, like I said, the first year that I've been home on Christmas. The shop right here next to home is a whole different ball game. We get snow where I am. So this newer shop, a little ways away, south. They don't get the weather we do. So, kind of wanted to hop on, wish everybody a happy New Year. Give you all a heads up. Say I am back. I have been out in the shed just about every day that I don't have the little ones. So, give you all a little. Boy, it's been a week. Last weekend I had company in here. I had a couple buddies. I built an axe, beautiful axe for one of them, and with company and all that, I'm not there yet with comfortability talking to y'all, having people around. It's odd. Not like it is. I got a little vodka rag here, maybe. As long as you don't spontaneous bust, we'll be all right. There. Should be all right. If it's not, you guys will see the fire before I do. Okay. So, yesterday, we got a couple temps in this year, and one of the temps' parents had a farm, and his father had passed away earlier this year, so he's cleaning out the barn. So I've got some leads on some older, what do you call them, wagon wheel tractors. There's Farmall, a 9N, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm gonna sink my teeth into it yet or not, but I'll show you the mess I've got. He gave me an old draw knife, which I'm very, very mad right now because I went to set the handle back up. I took them off last night because they were chipped up pretty good. And I went to set the handle, and unfortunately she broke. So trying to finagle that, it actually looks like a couple of the old file handles that I have. So maybe I can make something like that work. But I got a nice old tool there. Like I said, unfortunately, it frickin' snapped on me. Got one of the old, well, I don't think it's very old. It's got a tag on it and stuff, but either way, I wanted one of these for the goldenrod. I wanted one of them for the vodka or boiled linseed oil, kind of, instead of dousing everything. But I'll show you, it's a mess right now. When is the logging coming again? I actually just got done. I just got done, but I had the neighbor with me, his wife and son, so I felt weird. But you're talking farm sim. I'm not talking farm sim. I'm talking backwoods. So I'll show you. Don't know. Y'all can see this is a McCullough 110. I don't know if that's in frame or not because it's on. Redoing that. I wanted to actually start filming this, but with me being as impatient as I am, it didn't work out. Ooh, I can flip it. So that's the. This is actually the case for it. Very nice shape. I've got the Montgomery Ward. It's all running good. And this Echo Master. This is Echo Master. That I actually just dropped a what do you call maple. It was around 18, 19 inches. Could not believe it for a little tiny saw. That sucker runs great. Um, the McCullough 110 needs a carb kit on it. I also received old, older. I think they were, 80s to 2000. Old Husqvarna 91. This guy fired yesterday. I took the carb apart. It's kind of a part saw type of deal, but it is running good. Or it has potential to run. Where, unfortunately, the saw that I was actually kind of happy to say he had is an old Husqvarna 257. And there's a kind of a discrepancy on it. It's not an XT, but a lot of people call it professional. I kind of did a little bit of forum stuff with it. Piston is gone. Cylinder's gone. Muffler's gone. Clutch. That type of deal. So I'm kind of at the point now where am I going to part them out and put them on eBay or for the channel. For the channel, build them. I've got a McCullough Pro 1010 coming. That I actually bought offline. Sweet deal. I can show you this. No, it's not. It's dark out, so I don't know how much you can see. Got the side by side here. This is a firewood. I can't see nothing. I can't see my gun. It's too dark. It is, I don't know, probably 5:30-ish. I haven't been inside. I got home from work. When did I get home? I got home around 10. I had to take a nap because I got called in at 1 in the morning. So, what time is it? Good question. What time is it where you are? I'm on the East Coast. I work at DOT. Plow snow, cut trees, that type of deal. I actually have content on the channel on plowing, running loader, that type of deal. The stuff we do in the wintertime. I don't do the summer work because there's a lot of yahoos running around. And somebody will get a, yeah, not, there are a lot of whiners. What else I get? I got a bunch of axes. Oh, so that's kind of on the agenda tonight. Another true temper. This guy looks like a plum, but I'm not seeing any markings on it, so I don't know. And this guy has got 2.5 on it. It's got some sort of made in Sweden. So I'm not particularly sure on it. And I've got another hatchet here. Almost looks a little bit newer, but I'm thinking more or less it's yeah, it's been spray painted. So, but I like the profile of it. So, kind of what's been going on and where I've been. Um, I've been wanting to make content, but I've had company. I have a lot of company in here nowadays, and we get to drinking and stuff like that. So, like I said, a lot of that stuff I don't need on the channel. So, I just kind of how cold? It's not bad at all. Today we had a high of 35. It snowed all day. Um, but with it being 35, I think we're right now. We got to be around 30, 29. And I think that'll be the project for tonight. I don't know if I'll use that head or. Yep. You get the weight right. Yeah, it feels alright. So that is the project for tonight. I won't really. I was thinking about doing an axe live stream, but the last two axes I built were pretty long. Yeah. That was a while ago with a buffalo. I haven't run none of that in a while. Um, yeah, I also got a another log hook. You guys can see back here. I just paid $40 for one of them online, and he had one hanging. The old barn that we were in, falling right apart. The roof went bad a little while ago, and they left it alone. A little bit. I haven't played in a while. I was on there with Sirius maybe for an hour the other night, but a lot of them guys they play so late. I don't stay up late anymore. I'm more of a morning guy. But I do plan on doing a little bit of it every now and then still. Um, uh, yeah, I'm more of a fella to use what we have logging around here. I never was into the Ponzi stuff. I used it; it worked good, but never cared for it very much. It actually sped up the process. I mean, they're very productive machines, and it almost takes away from it. Like for video content, you know, I guess quick can hold someone's attention. Where if you do it the way I like to do it, which is kind of slow, um, it's kind of hard to keep people's attention with it. But that's the way I want to play. So I'm not really in a speed race. I'm not there to make $1 million. I put a money mod in to get the stuff that I want to start out with. So then when people are, well, how much did you make off this? I'm not doing production or nothing. I'm just playing. I'm just enjoying it. You know, I mean, that's the whole deal with that. Where's the buffalo? Buffalo's the one with the racks on the back with the arm. The loader on it. Loader with the bunk. I don't know how I want to attack these nails. 4 of the old axes that I've got have nails in them. You lost me with all that, man. Maybe some John Deere, Tiger Cat, or something like that. That Jenkins, and I don't know. I'm going to be learning more about it. I've got this weekend. I'm going to be going. As a matter of fact, if the weather holds, it's kind of like a. I hate to really put that out there because I don't know how many or who's watching, but kind of like an interview, I guess you could say. Fellow that I work with, his brother, owns a logging outfit, and he's looking for inexperienced feller, skidder, truck drivers. Basically, he's had a lot of veterans, and he's tired of bad habits, I guess, like something like that. So I'm going down this weekend to actually go and run some equipment for him and see if I like it. Because I'm not a state worker by any means. I don't like it. Cat, I missed it. I'm sorry, but I missed it, Buck. How am I gonna get these out of here? Of course, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Of course, I don't know. It's farming some chat again. I don't know if this will show it or not. Kind of. It's awkward for me to try to be in focus here, but. Okay. Where's that? No. That already been made. So I might be doing some. It sucks. Oh man, I need some better hardware. How about that? Can that work? That can work, but then you're just looking at my face again. You're not looking at what I'm doing. Ugh. That. Then it might be too high, but then you got that stinking light right there. I tell you, there's nothing going. But I'm happy to be making another little live stream for you guys. The guys that want updates and whatnot, and don't mind that it's not farming sim because I don't do it anymore. I don't play. I want to. I don't even really want to. Until the community is just all haggard. I mean, I'm with a good group of guys and whatnot, but to get anything done, the guys that I'm with are working their tails off trying to get things out there, and then I'll tell you about they're working their tails off trying to get mods out there, either for the community or just for the freaking server to try to get guys going, and then they end up burning themselves out on it. Because, I mean, with the amount of hours it takes to mod one thing, and these guys are doing it all on their own, because the community, like I said, the community is just so haggard. You go and borrow this or that, and, well, who else is going to be using it? Well, this person, well, we don't want, it's just, child's play. I mean, it's just sad. So I don't know. Like I said, I've been doing a little bit of cattle and crops. That game's pretty cool. I've I've been in on cattle and crops forever. I was a backer of it, or whatever the heck you want to call it. So I finally sat down the other night and checked it out, and it's coming. It's coming. There's a big lack of equipment, which the modders can, fill, as long as it's not horrible to mod. And I think that's a lot of it too. Is farm sim to me is just, it's not there. They're favoring to the younger audience too much. The ones, I mean, they're the ones that actually are paying, all this money. Console kiddies. Oh, come on. And I don't mean it like that, but farming sim used to be something. And I'm gonna say, since 13, it hasn't been. I mean, there's videos out there. There's videos out there showing what it was in the actual progression every year as the game kept getting better and better. And then, the graphics started to get a little better. And the main part of the game is absolutely horrible. The farming aspect by itself. I mean, cattle and crops. If I was gonna do farming, it would be cattle and crops now. The potential to be stuck, the field conditions. You got to download a mod in order to get that stuff into farming sim, and then you're driving on the freaking flat. That's all. It's like you're drawing, really. You take your little piece of paper, you make a square field, and then you start making lines on it. Well, that's farming sim, as far as I'm concerned. Where cattle and crops, there's quite a bit going on there, and it's growing. It's actually, it's still in the beginning stages. So, even though I know it's been out for a while, and they did hit some snags and whatnot, but so was Escape from Tarkov, and you don't see me playing Call of Duty every day. Instead, I'm playing Escape from Tarkov, one of the freaking games that, I think that's the first game that has ever made me rage quit. Just absolutely lose it. Because it wasn't even the game's fault. It was just the cheaters they had, but they didn't want to go the way all the other titles go. They wanted to try their own cheat engine. And, they tried it for years. And I respect them for it, They weren't following. They were trying. And everybody dogs them for it, but I understand. And I hope they use this battle eye, and they're still working on their anti-cheat, because I'd like to see what the heck they can come up with. Because even with battle eye, it's not been perfect. Hey, there we go. There. Holy crap, man. Why didn't you use a nail? Them little piddly things. Sorry if I'm missing comments or whatnot, but I didn't really plan on making all that long of a video or a live stream. I just wanted to kind of touch base, and instead of just doing it and then uploading it, I figured why not go live, see who's actually out there right now. And I kind of enjoy it. I like seeing the comments. It gives me a little bit of a talking point, even if they are farming related. Get right in there. Right at an angle too. Son of a gun. Need a better saw. The saw, actually. Whoa! Yeah, she's going at an angle bad. I'll have to dress that up later. Probably should cut it down anyway, actually. Probably good where I stopped. We got her shoulder. Not too bad at all. Let's be. Yeah. Yeah. I like it a lot. Alright. I think everybody about taking off now. This must be different audience type of deal. Which is cool. Like I said, I'm not done with the farming. But it's not going to be not going to be the only thing on the channel. Take a bit of a shoulder. Loose bits there. Here, I said I wasn't going to be building an axe on the live stream, but I don't mind her running. But I don't think anybody's out there anymore. And I think a lot of the audience for Farming Sim was kind of younger. I know I did have some older veterans on here for sure. You guys have been here forever. But just the comments that kind of come out, you can kind of, I guess there has been some surprises, but you can really kind of guess your age group. But there's also, I'm sure, a lot of lurkers out there, like myself, you know, with a lot of channels. I watch a lot of channels, and I'm not really a big talker or commenter on some of them. But I'll be on Cotton Top and lager weight and stuff like that, I guess. Um, and hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be able to be in that industry. All depends on insurance and all that, though. You know, it's hard to beat state insurance. I don't know. That's an awful small head for a big handle. But that's what he wants. And the head weight's there, so we'll give her a run for him. Got some dressing to do. Huh. I'll just let this I'll let this run. You guys can kind of watch. Less watching my ugly mug here. I don't know really what I should do for view, but for the guys that like watching the videos after the live stream is done, at least there'll be some type of content to watch. Gotta be careful with these guys because they will take a lot of material at one time. I'm not trying to do that. Wish it was out a little further too, because I'd like to get that angle. Kind of why I love the spoke shave, but kind of need to remove a little bit of material here, so. Get her down. I'm not taking off a huge amount here. I'm just taking off the varnish and the dried up scabby stuff at the end here, because it looks like it might go down on it, so I don't want to take too much here. But I want to dress it up at least. That way when I add some heat to it, it'll have something to adhere to. Because when I add that heat, it expands it right out. So. Like I said, I'm not going after chunks here, but the spoke shave is kind of unpredictable. It's not a Stanley. It's, like I said, one of them Japanese jobbies. Came in a 2-pack for half what the Stanley did, and I've never used a spoke shave, so I wanted to kind of try a budget jobby just to see if it would do what I want it to do, and it actually works really well. But it can be unpredictable when you're at an angle. So kind of why one of these I couldn't even tell you what the heck it's called now. I think I already said it once. Draw knife keeps coming to mind, but I don't want a huge shoulder. I don't want it even on the shoulder. I just want it slide in there. She is. Okay. Kind of see on the back, I've got the curl going. Side. So the neighbor's home now. He'll probably be coming in. If he does, I will end it there. But we'll keep driving on until. So this will see, it's dry. It's really dry, and I don't want it. I don't want it peeling like that. I want it to curl. So I'm going to take a little bit out of the cheek here. It's starting to move a little bit of material there. It's definitely curling on the back, but I've got, if you can see, I've got no gaps up front, no gaps in the back. It's hard working into this light, the shadows and whatnot, but it's just a tedious process. But it's fun. I enjoy it. So you might be able to see right here, it just started to curl there, and then we got that chip that I'm trying to get away from. And then we got a little bit on the back side, but you can see this has been hit, and it's kind of punky. But underneath here, which, like I said, the cheeks are going to be down here. You look at your axe head. Okay, so we will be using. We still got plenty of material down here too. So we'll be getting rid of the top, kind of leaving it a little bit proud, but that's it. So we got plenty to work with here, and if it's not good, I'll go get a new one, and we'll try that. But this was just a takeoff, and he liked the feel of the handle, so he said try that one. So that's what we doing. Not against reusing a nice handle, or a nice older handle, as long as it's not been compromised. And this one with the nails and whatnot, it's on the verge, but luckily they were only, I don't know if you can. They're not long. They're like I don't even know. They're definitely not a roofing nail. They're smaller than a roofing nail, so they didn't have much penetration at all. There's trouble, so we'll wrap her up there, guys. We'll see you next time.